make a lengthy task easier, modules in Python are used. You can use an inbuilt module in Python or you can create your own. So hello everyone and a very warm welcome to WsCube Tech. My name is Ayushi Jain and in this whole module we will be discussing about modules in Python. What are the different kinds of inbuilt modules in Python and how we can create our own or how we can use inbuilt modules in Python. Before we start with the modules, if you want to become a successful data analyst and if you want to learn data analytics live from our experts, then you can call on the number provided on your screen. Not just that, with our every batch you get 2 demo classes for free. Now let's get started with the videos, guys. Now guys, today we will be starting a new topic that is called as modules. Modules, what are modules in Python? Modules are like the small library codes over here. These are basically .py files which contain set of functions that you can use, that you want to use in our program. So guys, we have hundreds of inbuilt modules in Python. We have date and time, we have random, we have turtle, we have math, we have locals. So many inbuilt modules are there, and also these modules can be created by ourselves. So basically in this whole module we will be discussing about how we can use the inbuilt modules that we already have in Python and how we can create our own modules that we can use in our program. Inbuilt modules in Python. So guys, there are hundreds of inbuilt modules in Python. We will be discussing few of them which we generally use in our programs. So we have over here date, time, random, math. Guys, date time allow us to access to know the date and time of any time zone or of any area or of any year. If you're going to, let's say if you want to check the details of any date which is from the past or from the future, you can check the details of that date, like regarding the day, regarding the time, regarding the year and everything. Random, over here random allows us to randomly get the values from the numbers or from the values that we have provided to it. Math over here provides us with so many applications in Python. First of all guys, to call any module in our program, all you need to do is use this term called as import. Import allows us to import that module inside our program. So first of all we are talking about date time, so I'll be writing date time, that import date time. So nextly, if I want to know a date time of right now, like what is today's date, what is the time right now. So all I need to do is create a variable a is equals to date time dot date time and dot now. So I want to know what's the date and time now. So I'll write it in this way, and if I print it and run my program, you will see we will be getting so many parameters over here. First of all, we are getting the year, that it's 2022. The month is March and the date is 22. The time right now is 12 in the afternoon, 12:38, 51, 38 over here are the minutes, 51 is the seconds, and 0.358330 are the microseconds over here. So this is how the date time module provides us with the output. Okay, date time module also allows us to create a date of a particular time. Like for example, if I write a is equals to date time dot date time. So guys, date time takes three parameters over here. First of all, it takes the year. So I'll be talking about, let's say 1997. It takes the month, so the 10th month, that is the October, and the date over here, that is, let's say 14. So I'll be adding three parameters over here, and if I print it, I get output like this, that we are talking about 1997 October 14. Okay. Now there is another object over here that is used, or that is widely used in date and time, which has many applications also. That is called as strift time. So let's see how strift time can be used. So if I write over here print a dot strftime strift time, and I'll provide it with a parameter over here. That is, let's say first of all, so strift time has many parameters over here. It takes a lot of values. I will be discussing about all of them one by one. So first of all we have percentage or modulus small a. Let's see what modulus small a will do here. it will provide me with the TUE that on 1997, that on October 14th of 1997, it was a Tuesday. If I write capital A over here, let's see what it does. It gives us a Tuesday in a full form. So small a was giving us in a short form, while capital A will give us in a full form. At the same time, if I use over here capital B, it provides me with the month of that particular date. Similarly, if I write capital Y over here, provides me with the year that it was 1997. If I'm talking about a particular minute or seconds also, we have that options also available with us. Just like modulus Y, we have modulus P, which provides us with the AM and PM of a particular time. We have modulus M, which gives us a minutes of a particular time. We have seconds. For seconds, we have capital S. And for microseconds, we have capital F. Similarly, we have so many small keywords that we can use with the strip time. So I haven't listed like 3 or 4 of them, but yes, you can definitely try more of them. So I hope guys, what is this date time module is clear to you, and how you can get a date time of a particular time, and different applications with the strip time is also, I hope, clear to you. Moving ahead to our next module, we have random with us. Random, as I told you, random allow us to randomly fetch between the values. So let's see how random can be used. For again importing random module, all I need to do is write import random. After writing import random, all you can do is you can take a variable. Let's say a is equals to random dot random int. I'll be taking random integer, any random integer from 1 to 10. I don't want to pick any particular one of it. I want it to be random, that it should be any random integer between 1 to 10. So I'll be writing 1 comma 10 over here, and if I print it, if I write print a over here and run my program, you will see it gives me 9. If I run it again, it gives me 10, 8, 10, 5, 4. So every time it is giving me a random integer. It's not giving me any specific integer every time. It's randomly giving me the output. That's what random basically do. So for example, if you want to create a dice roll program with the help of a random module, then all you need to do is take a is equals to random dot random int from 1 to 6, and you can say the dice roll would be, let's say, 6, 5, 5, 2, 2, 4. Now these are about the integers, that when you want to pick a random integer, what if you want to pick between the terms over there? So all you can do is you can use list as well over here. How to do that is, suppose if I have written list of, let's say I'm creating 2 variables over here for heads and tails. So I'll be writing coin is equals to, I'm creating a list with 2 values, heads, comma, tails. Right. Now what I need to do, I need this A to randomly choose between heads and tails. So what I'll do this time, instead of taking random dot random integer, I'll be taking random dot choice. So random dot choice, and that choice will be from the coin. Okay. As soon as I run it, it gives me the output tails. If I run it, it gives me heads. Heads again. Tails. Tails. Heads. Tails. Tails. So as you can see, every time it's giving me a random different output. So yes, this is how a random module can be used. Moving ahead to our next module that we have in Python is a very useful module, that is our math module. So to import math module, all you need to do is write import math. Now math has many applications with the help of math. Inside the math also there are so many objects that can be used. So we'll be discussing some important of them one by one. So first of all, let's talk about the minimum and maximum in math. For that, all I need to do is create a variable. Let's say I'm creating a variable a is equals to minimum, and I'll be taking 3 parameters or 4 or choices, totally up to you that how many parameters you want to take. So I'll be taking 3 numbers, 35, comma 2. So we clearly know that the number which is the lowest number over here is 2, but still if I write print a over here and run this program, it gives me the output that the minimum value over here is 2. Similarly, it works the same way for the maximum, that if I write x is equals to max, and I use the same thing over here, 10, 35, 2, and provided with, and I'll be writing print x over here, And as soon as I run it, I get the output 35, that the maximum value over here between these three numbers that has been provided is 35. Next object that we have over here is power. We can use, we can use exponent to fetch the powers, but math also provides us with a function where we can get the power of any number. So all you need to do is write A is equals to POW. POW will be the short form over here for the power. And we can provide it with a number that 3 raised to the power 4. And if I print A, I get the output over here 81. This is how power can be used. If you want to check with a small number, x is equals to POW. And I'll say 2 raised to the power 2. So 2 comma 2. And if I write print x and run it, it gives me the output 4 over here. Right? Moving ahead, next we have absolute. Absolute provides us with absolute positive of any number. For example, if I write A is equals to minus 12, and in front if I write absolute of it, and then if I print A and run it, it gives me a positive of 12. At the same time, if it was a decimal number, let's say 12.12, I would have written it and would have get the output in positive, that is 12.12. So absolute here does nothing but gives us a positive of any expression that we have provided. Moving ahead, next we have in our math module is square root. So yes, square root we can also find a square root of a number by using a small word over here, that is sqrt. All you need to do is write a variable A is equals to math dot sqrt. And here square root of whose square root you want to find out. Let's say I want to find the square root of number 49, and if I print it, I get the output 7 over here. That 7 is the square root of 49. Similarly, if I go with 64 over here, it gives me 8. If I go with 125 over here, it gives me 11.180 or something. So you can basically get the square root of any number by using this small trick over here, that you import math, use math.sqrt, and then followed by a number whose square root you want to find out. Next we have with pi. So math also allows us to find the values with the pi. So all you need to do is write a.mathpi. And if I run it, it gives me the value that 3.14. Generally, when we do it with our hands, we take 3.1. Here for the proper calculation, it gives us the whole number. So yes, math.pi also works over here, and you can write any expression after this. Suppose if you want to find the area of circle, so math.pi times, let's say, radius square. So let's say radius is 5, and 5 square I'll be writing over here. So I'll get it as 78.53 and so on. So this will give us the actual multiplication because it takes the actual value of pi over here. So guys, to understand our next method in math, I'll be just taking one small example. So let's say I'm taking two numbers over here, 8 when divided by 3. So we know that twice of it gives us 6 and the remainder comes 2. Then we need to add a decimal over here, which gives us 20, and here it becomes 18, and it becomes 20 again, and it keeps going on in this way, right? So division gives us this quotient, that 2.66, but if we talk about the floor division, it gives us a previous closest value, that is, let's say 2 over here, right? So what if I want to receive a greater value? Suppose if for 2.66 over here, if I want to receive 3, we have a method here in math module with which we can receive 3. Let's see how it can be done. So if I create a variable over here, a is equals to math.seal of let's say 2.66, and at the same time if I write b is equals to math dot floor of 2.66 again. Let's print them. Print A and print B, and now let's run and see what happens if we run this program. So you will see that the seal will give us the next closest value, that the greater closest value, while the floor will give us the lesser closest value, that is the previous closer value. So for 2.6, seal is providing us with the 3, while at the same time floor is providing us with the previous closest value. So guys, this was our seal and floor, and these were some of the main methods that we have learned in the math module of Python. So guys, these were the 3 inbuilt modules that we have discussed briefly. First is date time, second is random. Hello everyone, welcome back to WsCube. In our previous session, we discussed that what are the inbuilt modules we have in our Python, and we use some of them as well. Today we will be talking about creation of modules, that how these modules can be created. So far we have learned how to use the inbuilt modules, but now today we will be talking about the creation of the modules, that how a module can be created.
Before that, if you want to become a successful data analyst and if you want to learn from our experts live, then you can call on the given number or you can fill the form that is provided in our description. Not just that, with our every batch, you will be getting 2 demo classes for free.
So guys, to create a module, there is a very simple method that we have to create a file with the extension of .py. Inside the file, we can add the functions that we want our module to perform, and lastly, we can import it in our program and use it, like how we have used in our previous session. So let's get started. First of all, let's understand briefly that how a creation of a module can be done. So guys, I'm taking an example over here that first of all, we will have 2 files. One is the .py file. Let's say it's called as demo.py, which will have our module, and our main file, main.py, right? These are the 2 files. This file will be our module basically, and we will be importing it over here. So to import it, we will be writing import demo. Right. Now inside the demo file, whatever function we want our demo file to perform, we can write it over there. For example, if I want it to perform only a simple addition of 2 numbers, so all I need to do is write a function, the definition add. I'll be taking 2 parameters over here, x and y. Inside it, I'll be adding it. So let's say I'll be writing print x plus y, right? I will be not calling this function over here. I will be using it inside my program. So that's why what I will be doing, I'll be creating any variable. Let's say in our main file, when we want to use this function over here, all I need to do is create a variable a. So a is equals to the name of our file, that is demo, dot the name of our function, that is add, and the 2 values that we have passed as an argument. So let's say I'll be taking 3,4. So guys, when I print a, it should provide me with the output 7. Let's use it in our Python program. Let's see if this thing works or not. So, but just this method should be clear that first thing that we write over there is the name of our file. Second thing that we write over here should be the name of our function or anything that we have created inside it. Now, it is not limited to function only. You can write lists also, you can write dictionaries also. Whatever data type you want to add over there, you can use it over there, and then you can call for it from here. And by passing if you have used the parameters over here, you can pass the values over here. If you have not used it, you can directly use the open close parentheses, and it will work simply like that. Right, so let's shift to Python and have a look on how it can be done. So guys, I already have my main file over here. For creating a module, I'll be needing one .py file, one file with the extension of .py. For that, I will be right clicking over here, click on new. After that, I'll be choosing Python file and I'll be writing its name as demo.py. Once I click on enter, I get a demo.py file over here. Inside it, this is the module we are creating. So inside it, I'll be writing my function. So definition, and I'm taking 2 parameters over here, x comma y. So x comma y, and if I put a colon in the end and write print x plus y, I'm not calling the function over here. What I'll do, I'll go back to my main file. When I go back to main, if I want to call my module over here, all I need to do is write import, and the name of my module is demo. So import demo. After importing demo, I'll be creating a variable. Let's say a. A is equals to the name of my file, first of all, demo, dot, next thing would be the name of my function. So here if we go, we know that the name of our function is add. So we'll be coming back over here, dot, add, and inside the brackets, we will be providing with the values. So I'll be providing with the same values, 3 and 4. And if I print A, it should give me the output 7, and yes, it is working. It's giving me the output 7 over here. So guys, this is how our modules work. This is how we can create a module. Now inside a module, inside one module, you can create multiple functions as well. So if I go to demo.py and if I create it for subtract, that definition, subtract, and I'll be taking another 2 parameters over here, x comma y, and print x minus y. If I come back to my main.file, if I create another variable b is equal to name of my file is demo dot, and name of my next function is subtract. So I'll be writing subtract over here and providing with the 2 values. Let's say 9 comma 3. So 9 minus 3 would be 6. And if I print b over here and run the program, it gives me the output 6 over here. Guys, this is how it works. And now, as I said that inside it you can use list, you can use dictionaries. I'll give you one example of a dictionary also. So let's say I'm creating one dictionary, employee. Employee is equals to, inside it I'm creating the name, age and the gender of that person. So I'll be writing name, let's say John, comma, age 23, comma, gender male. So guys, to access any particular element over here, what I will be doing, I'll be creating another variable c. C is equals to name of my file demo dot the name of my dictionary over here. So the name of my dictionary is employee. We're writing employee, and over here inside the squared bracket, to access a particular element I'll be using a squared bracket, and inside it I'll be writing age. If I print C over here, it should provide me with 23. Let's see. Yes, it provides me with 23. So this is how it works. In here, if I write name, it provides me with the John over here. So this is how we can create a module, import it, and use the small parts of it, sub parts of it as well. So inside a module, it's not limited to any data type. You can use functions, you can use lists, you can use dictionaries, and you can use it in your program as per your convenience. So guys, this is how a module can be created. I hope you have no doubts and no questions. In our next session, we will be solving problems related to the module. So stay connected guys, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.